Okay, so now we want to look at all of the specific things that Vanessa chose for this room, because I think this is really where you can get into the mind of a designer and see what she was thinking and how cool it is in reality. And I love, Vanessa, this just chill play on greens that you did.
Yeah. I wanted to add some color and I wanted the space to have a coastal vibe to it, but I still wanted for it to feel unique and eclectic. So I didn't want to pick your typical run-of-the-mill artwork. I wanted something a little bit more funky.
Yeah.
And I'm using bigger pieces. I think a lot of people tend to go with a lot of different small accessories to fill up a space, and I like to fill up a space with a lot of big, bold pieces.
That's smart.
And less is more.
Less is more, and that's what I'm saying. This is what I love about Vanessa's aesthetic, is it's you've got this beautiful restraint, like I said before, and then it almost has always this little hint of a bohemian flair, kind of like a little note running through it. But I love what's happening here. I think it is so chic how you did this pairing above the sideboard, and I think that this repetition of that kind of square and rectangular shape nailed it. And then I love how you mixed that again with this beaded quality. So when you're looking at this rug and this chandelier and these repeated mirrors on top of each other, that just to me gave it another edge that I thought was fresh and modern, and I probably wouldn't have thought of that. I thought it was just really interesting. And one other thing that I wanted to show you guys, this table that you picked, Vanessa, I love how there was that beautiful arc in the leg, and then you pulled that again in that woven chair. Mwah! Mm-hmm. That's hot poo. It's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it's great. And even keeping this like coastal theme, I like that you picked this cute rattan. And then I love that you weren't afraid to say, you know what, I'm gonna mix this more bohemian vibe with this super slick, almost, mid-century feeling sideboard.
Yeah, I love mixing old and new. I think the look of that is really interesting, and you don't see that everywhere. It works really well together. You don't have to stick to just one type of style per room to achieve a certain look. You can mix different pieces and still get a really great aesthetic.
No,
overall.
it's great advice, and I think it's what so many of us as designers strive to tell our clients is I love that your rooms feel like they evolved over time. They look like they belong to a very well-traveled person that didn't just use the designer in a bag. It's like they,
right.
So let's just go back. And one other thing she even picked all the tabletop, which is amazing. So now when you're sitting there having your cup of coffee, fake out though, I picked the coffee. Sorry. I have a coffee problem. It's like a pot or a pot and a half. It's really bad. Bad on the kidneys, bad on the bladder. I don't care. Whatever. But anyway, I think what you did is so flawless, and I think it's a really big treat that our readers get to have Vanessa's room in your own house. How often does that happen where you get to have a rising star designer give you a design for free? Let's face it, that's unheard of. And I love it that you were able to do that, Vanessa. It's so generous.